Take a look at this. In the past 7 days, Philip from Denmark made $1,700. Bill from Singapore made $1,400, and Nanda from England made $1,486. What do these three people have in common? Not a single thing, except that they're all regular folks who used one proven method to make consistent money online with only a few hours of work each week. Over the next couple minutes, I'm going to share with you my personal secret for making consistent daily profits online. If you're tired of all the hype, all the junk and empty promises from gurus that left you feeling lost, then this solution I've discovered will finally make a lot of sense to you. It's important you watch until the end because I'm only sharing this with a few select individuals due to time limitations. You're one of the lucky few who have the chance to watch this short video before I take it down. Again, I'll warn you now, don't exit this page as it won't be available again. What you're about to discover is a little-known method that acts as a blueprint for simple, consistent, daily online profits. Something new you've never seen because I've never shared it before. Imagine being able to confidently earn money online each and every day. That's thousands of extra dollars per month. Well, earning that kind of money isn't only possible, it's also simple if you know exactly what to do. Using this proven method, my students have been making as much as $22,000 per month, working just 20 minutes per day. It's easy to do if you know how, and you can do it from home, at the local coffee shop, or anywhere else you can get online. Hi, my name's Dan, award-winning marketer, and using tools I'm giving you today, you can start supplementing your income by up to $20,000 or more each month. And yes, that's proven real income that real people are making each and every month working from home. The age of working hard, long hours at a day job just to be broke is over. Imagine working smart from the comfort of your own home, anywhere in the world, and making hundreds of dollars per day with something you can get better at all the time. You've seen the recent news. Employees across the U.S. are leaving their jobs in droves and all of the new professions they're getting into. There's one unique business that's like winning the lottery for the ones who figure it out. That business is making money online, and like all profitable businesses, many try and very few succeed. But the ones who succeed with it aren't special. They just found the right system before it was too late. And here's the real secret. It's actually a lot simpler to make money online than many gurus are telling you. You just need the right system, a set of techniques that you can repeat, like clockwork, to generate daily income. Trust me, the average internet millionaire is not a genius, and you'd never think they were special without seeing their bank account. They're not particularly well-spoken or brilliant. They're just people like you or me. Listen, you could keep working the same job you don't like, hoping things will get better in the future. But we all know life doesn't get better unless you make a change. And as a wise man once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The only difference between you and those folks making great money online is they know a secret that you don't. So today, I'm taking a select few people and revealing an extremely simple technique. In fact, it's what's made me over $62,500 just last month. And since I began sharing my methods, I've helped hundreds of people just like you, working no more than a few hours each week at their convenience. You can do it too. In fact, you can earn steadily increasing profits each day by just dedicating a little time to this proven method from your couch or on your smartphone or in bed from your laptop. And don't worry, this has nothing to do with Amazon, online surveys, app testing, or Bitcoin investments. In fact, it's way easier. It's a cutting-edge online profit method designed to start making you money fast and consistently. Increase your income each month with very little of your time. At this moment, I'm sharing with you the possibility of having that extra income you needed, but never had the means or time to pursue. Nobody wants to work a full-time job only to come home to another job, which is why my method is so attractive. Even if you've only got 20 minutes to spare each day, you can get started with just a few simple clicks. Small actions lead to big results. You choose your hours and are in complete control of your own schedule. The amount of time you spend and how much money you make is entirely up to you. As long as you can spare 20 minutes per day, you can easily start generating considerable profit each month. This is your chance to work less and earn the kind of income you actually need. It doesn't require any special skills at all and can be done from anywhere in the world. Many of the folks succeeding with my method never went to college. Some never even finished high school. Yet they're making more money today than most college graduates who spent tens of thousands of dollars and gave up 4 years of their life to earn that degree. The few people I've shown this to currently earn more than the average 4-year college grad, and it took them way less time. All you'll need is a computer or mobile device connected to the internet. Laptop, smartphone, even a tablet will do. It really doesn't matter. There's no special software to install and no confusing process or steep learning curve. It's so simple you can apply the method in just a few minutes. I've been able to make money quickly and quietly with family-owned vacations, even while traveling across the state to visit friends. And I'm sure you've heard some version of this story before. Someone paraded an opportunity that sounded great, promising real and fast online money, and it didn't deliver. You might even have tried it out and not gotten the results you expected. I know that feeling all too well. I went through it too. It hurts, and it isn't fun. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, and that's why I'm so glad you're here, because this is completely different. So different that I'm actually able to guarantee your results. What I'm about to show you is so lucrative that it has the potential to change lives. Once I've shown you the power of my system, you'll have a 100% legitimate, easy-to-follow system to make real money in a sustainable way. You need zero prior experience. There are no weird startup costs or arbitrary fees whatsoever. Your profits are deposited directly into your personal bank account. You can even get daily payments if you choose. It's a system that hundreds of ordinary people just like you are using right now. It's helping them make real money in ways they never could before, and it can help you too. Take Philip from Columbus, for example. He made $1,700 in a single day using my method. Or Bill from Singapore, who pocketed $1,400 in just 60 minutes online last week. Nanda from England netted a cool $1,486 in her first week using our program. And there are more success stories each week. It's all within your reach, and I'm ready to help you achieve it. It's just minutes away. In fact, it's stunning the amount of people writing to me weekly that have completely changed their lives in such a short time with this method. I've not shared these secrets with many people because when I open this program, I can only accept a few participants that I know I have the time to work with and guarantee their success. But before I show you my life-changing secrets, I have to be honest with you about what my life was like before I discovered this method that upgraded my income and life as a whole. I came from a dark place, filled with some of the same issues I'm sure you go through each day. When you have more bills and debt than you have income, it's a horrible feeling. Life is supposed to be enjoyable, but when you're so far underwater financially, it's hard to find any enjoyment at all. That's why an opportunity like this is so important to share with others. It's why I put this simple system together in order to help people feel that freedom and finally live the life they're meant to live. But I need you to know that things weren't always easy for me. I didn't grow up rich. I didn't complete college. I didn't get anything for free. I didn't perform well in school. And in fact, nobody even believed that I could get into college. But I was determined. I eventually made it to a pretty good college, paying my way entirely using student loan money. My parents, bless them, they would have loved to pay for my college, but when you can barely pay the mortgage, there's only so much you can contribute financially. So my college tuition was entirely up to me to earn. I did it though, and I got in. But when I got to college, things didn't really work out how I thought they were going to. My mom at that time got really sick and needed help. So I ended up working 2 jobs. I went to classes when I could and took care of my mother the rest of the time as my dad and I traded the couple hours of sleep we were each able to get. We tried our hardest to stay above water and make it work. However, the stress and strain of our work and course load, along with helping my mother, ultimately led to a big financial crisis. I was determined not to be any kind of deadbeat son, and I worked harder than ever before to help my family. It was exhausting. I stretched myself thinner than humanly possible. I moved into the cheapest studio apartment that I could find. And between my class, my morning job, and my night job, I was pooling 100 hours per week. I slept at most 4 hours a night. Most days I was up at 6 a.m. to serve coffee until 10 a.m., in class until 4 p.m., and waiting tables until 10 p.m. I did this for 2 years straight, and then something happened. I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating, unable to move, having a full-blown panic attack with a pounding headache, and I realized I couldn't keep going on like this. For the next few months, I barely had any energy to do anything. I could barely stay standing, maintain my focus, or think straight. This lifestyle was unsustainable. I had to do something about it. While I was working as an usher on a cruise during the day, I spent all night doing research on how I could make an extra income to finally get caught up on all the debt I had accumulated over the years. Around this time, I started seeing stories about how people were making serious money online using their computers and smartphones to make an additional couple hundred or $1,000 per day. And in that moment, that's the exact thing I needed. I needed a way to make some real money and fast. I needed a way to get back on my feet, save my family, and change the financial future for them. I just wanted to be a better man, better person, and actually be there for my parents and contribute as a man should do to help them in whatever way I can. I didn't want to end up in a state of depression again. And I knew that becoming financially stable would remove the biggest boulder I felt holding me down. So I started out with online surveys. Once I learned about this, I was sure that I could do this in my free time and walk away with some real money at the end of the day. But as you probably know, that's not how things always work out. Almost every single survey I completed did not pay me money. They led me down a rabbit hole of forms, contests, and other time wasters, and a week later I was only $10 richer than when I started. I did the math after my first week of following these survey programs, and I was making a whopping $1.40 an hour. All I could do was laugh to stop myself from crying, but I didn't really have any better options at the time, so that's what I did. When I wasn't going to classes or ushering, I spent my time doing surveys on my phone. I spent hour after hour filling out form after form, hoping for something good to finally come along, giving away all my personal info and my time. And a month later, it was clear. It wasn't going to work. And I was still making far less than minimum wage. I felt taken advantage of, and like I was all the way back to square one, completely exhausted. I couldn't believe how naive I was, and I swore to never do surveys again. Unfortunately, I had no idea what to do next, and I felt like I was never going to find a way out of the rut I was in. I was no closer to getting back to even a studio apartment with a first and last month's rent and security deposits standing in my way. I continued to frantically search for a solution online and promised myself to crack the online code. I needed to find out how these online millionaires were popping out of nowhere. I started reading stories about successful bloggers and read stories about how article writing online was helping people make hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars in just a few short years. I was so excited to give it a shot. I studied writing at school and I thought I was pretty good at it. So I spent the next few days diving deep into the world of pro blogging. I put together my first ever domain, chose a topic I thought was relatable, and wrote constantly, trying to get friends to share and repost my stories. I was desperate, and it didn't work. Not only did I not make a dollar, I also ended up further in debt because of the domain name and the hosting I purchased. I was on the hook for every month, not to mention the hundreds of hours wasted writing all the articles I was posting. Eventually, I was completely discouraged and I stopped everything again. I had no clue where to turn from here. But I was too far invested now to give up. I was still broke and miserable as ever. This was literally the only option I had, making money online somehow, or just give up and be a loser for the rest of my life. So I dove back in and kept researching ways to make money online. I was learning and trying 5 to 10 different things each week. All I needed to do was to make $1 in profit, and I knew I could take that and replicate it 1,000,000 times to become a millionaire. But surprisingly, even making as little as $1 online seemed almost impossible. And then finally, after living with my parents for more than a year, I discovered one of the first tools that would change my life forever. I was extremely skeptical, having been let down so many times before. I was expecting this to be no different, if not even a bigger time waster, but this was different. It wasn't like online surveys, and it wasn't like blogging within just days. I was no longer working toward the slim possibility of making money online. I actually started making real money. In fact, I made $297 at the end of my first day, and another $406 the following day. Not millions, I know, but within almost no time, I literally started making 2 times as much as I was at my full-time job. And it happened fast, within 2 weeks. My bank account was starting to look normal again. And once I hit 5 figures, I started taking action. And I was even able to step up as a man and pay off all my debts. I started looking for a new apartment because I could finally afford one, and I eventually quit ushering and even quit college. I started earning over $5,000 per month. And then I realized this was working pretty well as is, but I knew what was possible now. and I knew there had to be better opportunities out there. So I went looking for them, and soon I found another winner. This one provided me with a completely different method of making money online, but it paid just as well. And I could do it at the same time, meaning I could double my daily income. So I did just that. I started making almost as much from one system as the first one. I now had two systems giving me the opportunity to go online and earn money whenever I wanted, making me more money than I'd ever made in my entire career. And soon I found several more. It started to feel too easy. I didn't need an education or anything fancy or technical. I didn't need anything, really, except for a way to get online. Once I figured out the first dollar, everything started falling in place. All I needed was to learn the first real method that produced real results. That's when I realized I could easily help others by cutting out the years of trial and error and mistakes I've made and just show them the exact same thing I'm doing to get paid. There's no money you need to invest to get started. I got started in what felt like an instant, and suddenly I was making real money. I now have several different ways of making money, and I haven't had a slow day since. I know that my methods can work for anyone. There's no reason at all that you can't replicate my success by using the exact same tools to succeed. This kind of money will give you the freedom to pay off all your credit card debts, pay off your mortgage, or buy a home. Spend more time at home with your loved ones, get a new car for you and your family, or finally take that dream vacation without having to worry about overspending. Realistically, this system will give you an income that will really allow you to have freedom in your life. Regardless of what you want to spend your money or time on, this will give you the income and free up your time to do it. Start living and stop letting life knock you down and stop you from living every day to the fullest. The pathways are clear. The steps are in place. All you need to do is take action. If you're watching this video right now, you have all the tools and equipment you need to succeed. I've been using these methods for 7 years, and they've continued to make me money every single day, from $2,000 up to $7,500 in a single week consistently. I've made enough money to buy my dream home, pay off all my debt, and still have a lot left over to afford the wonderful things in life. I've vacationed all over the globe, and I don't see an end in sight. I truly can't believe all of this has happened for me, and I'm forever grateful for everything that I discovered and for everything that I went through. Every setback, every misstep, every loss that proved to be a dead end, I found something not just real, but something that helped me make more money than I ever had in my whole life. However, it's about the fact that I have the power to use my system anywhere. And you have the power to make money at home, during your commute, on your vacation, or anywhere else with Wi-Fi. You can go online as little or as much as you like, depending on your needs. If you want to put in 20 minutes before or after your main job, that's fine. If you want to put in hours on your days off, that's okay too. If you want to put in lots of time and focus solely on this, that's also an option, and a very lucrative one. You can live anywhere you choose. As long as you have a decent internet connection, you're set. Life doesn't get much better than that. Let me tell you about one student that discovered my methods, Philip from Denmark. He used to work as a plumber all day and night. He didn't get to spend time with his family and didn't have opportunities to advance at work and felt very stuck. Once he discovered my methods, he spent 1 hour per day making money online. He followed my system religiously and finally managed to pull in $2,500 per week with no effort. Now he's making $30,000 per month, and he even bought his mom a new car and bought himself a nice, cozy apartment. Since sharing my Infinity program with the world, my inbox has been full of success story after success story. Each month, I've been receiving emails from people that have been achieving their goals and made their lives so much better in a short period of time. Now, you may be thinking, how much is this all going to cost me? And that's a good question, but don't worry. I know I could sell everything I've collected over the years for thousands of dollars. Normally, this kind of expert-level information commands four-figure fees and recurring payments. But I want you to have all the tools you need to succeed, and that's why I'm giving you lifetime access to my system for only $37. Again, these tools could sell for far more, but I want you to have everything you need to level the playing field and change your life for the better. $37 is the bargain of the century, and if you get started right now, I'll throw in over $7,400 of bonus content for free. There are no hidden payments or fees, just $37 to discover my methods that work and will easily work for you. You should look at this not as a purchase, but as an investment in your future. You could quite easily make your $37 back within 24 hours. Weekly incomes of up to $5,000 are common amongst our existing members. With that said, if you have any doubts or any questions about making this investment, I want to eliminate any possible risks by offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. If my methods don't work for you, just email me and I'll refund your investment that day. It's that simple. This is a no-risk, win-win transaction with nothing for you to lose. You get to try my system for 30 days, and if you're not completely satisfied, you get your money back. No questions asked. If you're watching this presentation, then congratulations. You're granted access to my methods, an A to Z program called Infinity. All you need to do is enter in your email and click the Add to Cart button, and you can get started making money today. There's nothing else to it. You can be up and running, making money within a few hours, joining our current members, making up to $5,000 a week. Tap the Add to Cart button below, and together we can work to transform your life for the better. You can spend as little or as much time as you want, and you need nothing but a way to get online, to use my system. Join me today. Oh, this video will not be up forever. I'm only giving this opportunity to a few more people. Don't close this site because I can't guarantee it'll still be there when you come back. Take action now and invest in your future. Click the button below and get started now. Literally anyone can make my program work for them. You don't need technical skills, previous experience, or fancy qualifications. This will work for you in a matter of days. Don't waste any more time. Click the button below and activate your account. Remember, your investment is protected by my 30-day money-back guarantee. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Click the button below and start seeing success within 24 hours. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.